brothers and sisters, one of the ways and the positions held by this manhaj al-salaf, which is correct position, is that we don't call to revolt against the rulers. That those who revolted in the past, they created more chaos than any good that they sought to do. It doesn't mean that we accept all evil that may come from rulers. We should oppose it, but oppose it in a way which is not going to create chaos in the society. You know, there are legal channels that this can be dealt with. We use the legal channels that are available to us. Otherwise, we're patient. And this was the way of the early generation. Not to say that there were not some from the early generation who did revolt, like Hussein ibn Ali, the grandson of the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ, and others, Ash-Sha'bi, others from the Tabi'een, etc., who did revolt. They did join revolts. But we don't take those exceptions who did that as the rule and say, well, that was the way. No, there were exceptions and they were mistaken. And those who did join revolts ended up being killed and bloodshed, and what they sought to achieve was not achieved. That's the reality. That's what history has shown us. We cannot deny that some of the early respected scholars did join revolts against oppressive, tyrannical rulers. But others among them, who represented the majority, people like Al-Hasan al-Basri, when people came to him in Basra, asking him to support and to join in the revolt against Al-Hajjaj ibn Yusuf, who was massacring Muslims left and right, killing the Sahaba and all this, firing rocks on the Kaaba, breaking down the Kaaba. This man was a tyrant. But Al-Hasan advised them to be patient. They didn't have the means, they didn't have to resist this man, so to revolt against him was to bring bloodshed. They didn't take his advice, they revolted, and they were all massacred. But this was Al-Hasan al-Basri, known to be amongst the great Tabi'een, and many others like him took that position. When Hussein ibn Ali wanted to go out and join the people of Kufa, the people of Medina, the scholars of Medina, his relatives and the other Sahaba advised him, don't do it. Don't. Better for you to stay here. Don't trust these people. What you're being drawn into is chaos, harm. However, he made the decision and went and was killed. So that happened, that's history. But we learn from the mistake. We don't say, well, because he did it, we should do it, or we can do it. So this again is among the issues of that manhaj, which the proper approach to understanding the Quran and Sunnah ascribes itself to.
Ada orang berdalil, ya Ustadz, bukankah sebagian salaf ada yang memberontak? Ibnu Taimiyah rahimahullah dan Minhajus Sunnah Nabawiyah telah menjelaskan itu ijtihad sebagian para salaf, sehingga mereka kemudian tidak patuh kepada penguasa di zamannya, ya. Namun kesalahan-kesalahan mereka tidak bisa dijadikan dalil. Nanti kalau kita berdalil dengan apa yang terjadi para sahabat, kita bilang kalau gitu boleh bunuh-bunuhan. Sebagaimana perang Jamal boleh bunuh-bunuhan, kan? Para sahabat juga bunuh-bunuhan. Sebagaimana Muawiyah dengan Ali misalnya berperang, boleh bunuh-bunuhan. Itu tidak boleh dijadikan dalil. Ibnu Taimiyah mengatakan telah terjadi ijma' setelah itu bahwasanya tidak boleh memberontak kepada pemerintah yang sah, ya. Adapun yang terjadi sebelumnya ada ijtihad, ya. Mudah-mudahan mereka diberi pahala oleh Allah Subhanahu wa taala karena mereka memang berhak untuk berijtihad, namun keliru. Maka kesalahan tersebut tidak boleh dijadikan dalil. Karena kalau kita jadikan dalil, nanti orang bunuh-bunuhan. Enggak apa-apa bunuh-bunuhan dong sahabat dulu sebagai mereka perang, ya, pasukan Muawiyah melawan pasukan Ali, terjadi perang Jamal dan macam-macamnya. Ya. Jadi berdalil dengan kesalahan yang tidak benar.